Hello. Just move me mouse out the way. Yes, we're doing this again. Um, what was it Galactic Conquest?
You may dispense with the pleasantries.
I need to load, don't I? Do I need to load? I do need to load.
You didn't approve of my topical.
Well, I didn't want to encourage you. I have dispensed with the pleasantries. I have altered the deal. Free. We both know that isn't true. Right. Alright, that's going to get fucking old quick.
Well, that's the last one anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, battling on Geonosis.
You know what? I
I
think.
actually got in a conversation about this on Reddit. Not a big conversation, just a little one.
Yeah.
Talking about where's the thing? Let me find the topic because you'll be. I want to know your input on it.
Yeah.
Your insights. So the overarching thing was someone asking why the B1 battle droids were used so much if they're so ineffective. Someone was talking about how it's not about how effective they are; it's about how
they're cheap and you can get a lot of them.
Exactly. And someone was talking about how the Jedi had terrible tactics, and their tactic for the rescuing the Jedi and rescuing the three of them in the arena on Geonosis was basically to land in the middle of the arena and then fight, which isn't technically true. I found the scene, and they do start on the outskirts of the arena. They ignite their lightsabers in a sort of hokey scene on the border of the arena. And Mace Windu, quite famously, comes out of a little tunnel.
Yeah.
And holds Dooku hostage for a little while, doesn't he? Or Django hostage, or one of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, like, that whole argument,
Dooku, I think.
That argument is justified but invalid a bit. And everyone's like, there's not an awful lot of Jedi, you know. Windu gets told he's outnumbered because he's brought 212 Jedi with him. And there's however many thousands upon thousands of battle droids. And he's like, oh, well, we're not outnumbered. It's like, yeah, you are, mate.
We killed each other.
200 of you are outnumbered by, you know.
Well, my point on that would be, why the fuck was anybody surprised? Surely they had like early warning systems on Geonosis, or should. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, the Separatist fleet that all the droids end up going in those ships, don't they, and leaving.
Yeah.
Surely there's ships picking them up on their way. I guess. I don't know.
You'd think so. Unless they came out of hyperspace not too early, but on time.
I just don't think Dooku had any right to be surprised, or should have been surprised.
No, unless he wasn't surprised. Maybe it was all part of their plot.
Maybe.
Because you know what Sidious is like.
Yeah, that bloody jummy git.
Honestly, how many people? I want to know how many people actually knew he was who he was. Because I mean, people had to know. Some people had to know. I know his blue mate in the Senate supposedly knew.
Well, I mean that makes sense. Unless he just sort of went along with it. And there's no reason why he should know. Unless he just thought, oh, not that Sidious was a Sith Lord, but just that he was, particularly schemy and wanted more power than many people thought.
Well, I mean,
you know,
people do, don't they? People like having more power than they should have. But no, it was just one of those silly things that came up over a week. And seeing as you're playing a Star Wars game, what are you? Obviously, this weekend, before this video goes out, even
yeah,
it will already be out.
we'll have talked about Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope.
Yes. What are you most looking forward to from this upcoming series we're doing?
Well, I was thinking about this earlier, and I think I will be interested to, because I haven't watched these films in yonks, bloody years.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to. It will be good to go into them and see them almost with fresh eyes.
Okay.
I feel like I was thinking about how Revenge of the Sith is considered the best of the prequels, and I wonder whether that's because it's the closest to the original trilogy in terms of time span and events, you know, um, and also just because people had gotten used to the prequels by then. I'm going to try and watch Revenge of the Sith without paying any mind to the fact that the other films exist, if that makes any
Okay.
degree of sense. Like I'm gonna
Sort of.
I'm gonna try to go into it as fresh as I can, really.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough.
So I'm looking
Um,
forward to that. I'm also just looking forward to watching the original trilogy and seeing what works and what doesn't.
it's been a while since I've seen the original trilogy.
Uh,
And I've seen a lot more of the additional content stuff, the extended content
mm,
video out, so like Mandalorian and Andor and stuff like that. So some of it, I've got more context for some of the things that happen. Although in theory, the movies should be providing context to the TV shows, right?
yes.
Is
TV
the
show should be a nice
understanding.
additional extra. I shouldn't have to watch the fucking Clone Wars TV series, all 6 seasons or however many there are,
I think it
to
was 8.
to fully to fully appreciate George Lucas's vision. I mean, I do. It was scary. I do. I do appreciate. There
Are you gonna finish that thought?
we go. Yes. I mean, I do appreciate the the general vision of it all that he had.
Mm.
Um, but you don't get points for that if it's not in the text. You know what I mean? I don't think
Yeah, no.
the idea is the easy bit, and I think a lot of prequel revisionism comes from people going, "Oh, what a great idea," without actually appreciating the execution was very poor. Where should I attack? Do you think?
I mean, I would go for Corazon personally. You already gave Naboo.
Oh God, what?
I would go for Corazon.
I'm just trying to think where they're likely to strike. You know,
Yeah.
I think you're
What
right.
about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Should I use the garrison bonus? Do you think?
This is a ground attack, or is this a space battle?
Ground attack. I think I should. 9 times out of 10, I don't need it, but you can never be too sure, can you?
Have it just to be safe. You never know who they're going to pull out.
Well, they can use the hero bonus, but AI isn't intelligent enough to actually play as the, as the hero a lot of the time. I don't think I can't recall ever seeing it happen.
It would be interesting to do this as a 1v1 thing,
What do you mean?
wouldn't it? So you have a whole turn taking situation that you have going on in terms of you move to a place and attack, they move to a place and attack.
Mm.
But both sides are human players, and the battles happen as per the battles. Like whoever wins depends on who wins the fight. That'd be interesting. It'd be a fucking long thing, wouldn't it? But it'd be more true to.
Well,
It'd be like shotgun chess. Have you ever seen shotgun chess?
no, I've never even heard of it.
It's a game. It might be called Shotgun King or something like that. But it's basically chess. And when a piece goes to attack another piece, there is a first-person shooter element, and whoever wins the first-person shooter fight is the piece that survives the maneuver. So you can be
Right.
really shit at chess and really good at FPS games and do well.
Well, they're
And
not.
the thing that the piece that you attack, each piece is a different type of gun. So I think the bishop has a shotgun or something.
Mm.
Um, and it's just that sort of thing. It's interesting, isn't it? So you know,
Yeah.
I've got it, but I've never actually played it.
There's all sorts of revisions made to chess, isn't there? I sort of think it's a game you can't really improve on. You know?
I don't know. Dejarik looks. I half decent.
What's that? Is that the Star Trek chess?
No, that's for Star Wars chess.
Alright. Ah,
You know, the one with
I just got the
individual
award
models
right
on the
as well,
regular board.
which is awfully similar to the Star Trek chess, really.
Isn't Star Trek chess 4D?
I can't
Or is it just
remember.
3D? Or
It's like,
it's got the multiple floors, hasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, 3D chess.
Fucking stop. Ugh. Nice, nice, nice. Gimme. Right, that's something.
Yeah, been ages since I played a proper game of chess.
You played against me,
Yeah, it was ages ago.
and it wasn't a proper game, really.
No, not to start with.
I'm not great at chess. Too many
No, no,
rules.
I'm not great at it, but I played enough of it over the years to pick it up.
I mean, I appreciate the rules is like the appeal. There are limitations on what you can do,
Mm.
but I like a bit of freedom with my games and various freedom of approach.
Or maybe you'd like Shotgun King or whatever it's called.
Maybe.
Because this isn't even FPS.
Uh,
This is TPS.
I don't think it is. Well, you're right.
It's what?
No, you're right. I just realised what you said. Hmm.
It was a dirty little tricky thing to say, but it is.
You do this all the bloody time. You have your acronyms.
No, I don't know. They're not my acronyms. I didn't make them up.
Sometimes you do.
No,
You've
very
done. You've
rarely.
definitely done it before. Where you.
Oh, good. I've done it maybe once or twice, but generally speaking, these are acronyms that already exist.
Yeah, right. Generally speaking, all right. I will grant you.
Just because you don't know an acronym, don't mean it don't exist.
Yeah, I didn't need those additional. Ga-
Better to have them and not need them, though, right?
Yeah, that's sort of my rule of thumb with this.
Destroy the bookshelves. Oh, that's gonna take forever. And I've only got one man left, and he's no, it's one of your guys. So this is how democracy dies.
That's a
Droids in a library.
boon for us, isn't it? We've just taken over the capital.
Well, yeah.
War over, surely.
No, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
Did you capture the chancellor?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing you criticise mistakes in the sequel trilogy.
I mean, I'm not looking forward to those ones.
Well, you know we have to do them if we start, right?
Oh, look at that. They're going for Geonosis again. Which is fine, because... Oh, that's alright. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Yeah. So that...
Space one.
No, it's a land one, but we have tanks and shit. We've got the Spider Walkers and the Hellfire droids and things like that, but they don't make much of a difference, truth be told.
Oh yeah, someone's argument on that Reddit thing was saying that the Jedi didn't know there were going to be so many droids there, as if they'd completely ignored the fact that Obi-Wan had sent them a message, and that was interrupted by droidigers.
Well, the droid factory, yeah.
You know,
and having previous, I mean, they had previously established that droids were a thing.
Yeah, droid armies.
Yeah, the Trade Federation had one.
His message is literally about how they're going to. They're expecting there to be a delivery of a droid army, and you know it gets interrupted by droids. What more do they need?
Here they come. Oh fuck me!
What I want to know is the circumstances leading up to his actual like we saw him fending off a bunch of droidicas, and we know he has force speed.
Well, maybe that was a one-time only thing.
Him getting stranded makes sense to me because they just destroyed the ship he came in, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. But I would expect there to be some sort of guerrilla warfare style situation going. And if there's anything we learned from the Clone Wars series, if we watched it, it's that he's actually quite good at warfare.
Well, they're warrior monks, aren't they, Jedi? Really, essentially Shaolin warrior monks.
They're not all good at warfare. Some of them are really good at it. Some of them really aren't.
Right. Oh, fuck off.
I think someone was saying something about how when they took stock of which Jedi had died in the Battle of Geonosis, everyone who practiced the generalized lightsaber combat was dead.
Well, the bog standard
Yeah,
factory setting, unpersonalized, wave it about a bit and hope for the best style combat.
the sort of, it's not too aggressive, not too defensive, a bit more
neutral. Yeah.
Yeah, they all apparently died, whereas people from other forms had survived.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it wasn't just those that had died, but everyone who had that form was dead. No, I don't know how true that is, but it was an interesting thing, I thought. Because there's that whole thing. I don't know if you've seen Darth Maul's death.
Yeah.
In the animated series.
No.
There's this whole thing about how. Were you thinking that he died in the?
Well, I vaguely recall there being a thing where he came back and they put General Grievous's legs on his bottom half. That was
it wasn't his legs, but yeah, it was legs. It was robot legs.
Right.
And he spends a lot of his time trying to hunt down Obi-Wan so he can avenge himself.
Is that in the Obi-Wan series?
No, that's in the Clone. No, in Rebels we have that happen. So we see him in the Clone Wars, and then we see him in Rebels.
That's right. He like teams up with Ahsoka, doesn't he?
For a little while, yeah, very briefly. The enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of style situation. She frees him so that he can cause havoc and she can escape as well. Just as Order 66 is enacted. It's how I remember it. It's been a while. If anyone in the comment section wants to correct me, they're welcome to. As if anyone's going to be in the comment section. But yeah, that was a. I mean, we witnessed how effective a combatant he is. But there's this whole thing how apparently when Obi-Wan killed him, Obi-Wan shifted from his own normal stance to Qui-Gon's stance in order to force a particular style of attack from Maul, which he knew how to counter.
Right.
The idea was to try and goad him into attacking him and trying to kill him like he killed Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
But knowing how to counter it, not countering it. Because he'd seen it happen, right? He knew Maul's playbook, as it were. Because apparently everyone fights the fucking same after however many years it would have been. He was old man Obi-Wan at this point, so we're talking.
So this is in Rebels rather than in the Phantom Menace. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. It's because I've very little knowledge of Rebels, so I don't really know. Both of their guys are in that tank, not that tank. The Walker, the AT-AT, whatever.
I don't know what they called those ones.
TATA.
I think it was just an AAT or an ATT.
Right. No, I've done it. I've bloody done it again, haven't I?
It's the ATTE. That one. The All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer.
I'm going to get another unit. What should I get?
Magna Guard, Magna Guard.
That's not cheap.
Yeah, but you got the money for it.
I could get 2 of the other ones.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with the other ones? Really?
Well, an engineer droid has a shotgun. And I've been coming up against engineered clone troopers, and they've been a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh my god, you're. I cleared a notification on my phone, and I've been greeted with a picture of you.
what? Oh, just because I've changed my profile pic, I guess.
Which I've already seen it, but
It's nice. Um, Fine, we'll go Magna Guard. And now let's take over my G2.
oh my god. So someone, I recently added someone that
Yeah,
I've got a friend suggestion from.
the one we
They,
thought
they
looked familiar.
no, a different one.
All right.
They put a story up saying, so I've kept this quiet, but I can finally say that about an hour ago I became a mum to the most beautiful baby.
Oh.
And I thought, holy fuck, they were pregnant. And it turns out, actually, they've got a new cat. But they had me in the first half. They did. They got me in the first half.
We've got options now. We're playing with fucking Power Boy. Right.
I'm looking forward to watching Rogue One again.
You bloody love Rogue One. If
I
I
do.
watch it and it's shit, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
You know why I like it so much?
Uh, does it have a pretty lady in it?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't really do anything for me.
All right.
So I mean, she's a pretty woman, but like that's it. She's a pretty woman, and that's about it.
Hmm.
No, it's because it manages to feel like an original trilogy film
Hmm.
with the cinematic quality, like the visual quality of a modern day film.
Right. Well, we'll
It
see.
feels,
Is all I'll
you know,
say. We'll see.
one of the things that I feel is lacking in some of Star Wars content is Darth Vader feeling like a bad guy, feeling like a powerful enemy.
I get that. I mean,
And I know he's not in it very much,
but he gets.
and that scene at the end is a bit hyped up, but
Yeah, I agree.
he feels like a
Oh,
powerful enemy because he's scarcely used.
I've seen that scene, and I hate being one of those dickheads who goes, "Yeah, that was kick-ass," but that was pretty kick-ass.
It was. It is. It's a bit overdone. It's a bit overrated. But that is the longest we see. Well, probably the longest we see him on screen.
But we have he's pretty intimidating in the sequel trilogy, the original trilogy.
He is, but because of how present he is on the screen and how often we see him being thwarted
It's the
by
Worf problem, I get. Well, not really the Worf problem.
he doesn't seem to be that. He doesn't come across as the threat that he's supposed to be.
Mm.
Whereas in something like, again, it's Jedi Fallen Order is a perfect example of it. That you come across him and you're not told to fight, you're told to run,
All right,
and you
that's
fucking
pretty
run.
cool. Is that a video game then?
Yeah, yeah. I recommend you watch the scene because it's only like 5 maybe 10 minutes long, but it's basically parkour to get away from him. You think you get away, and then the door of the elevator opens and he's fucking there again,
Mm.
and it's like you just can't escape him.
Well, Vader should be. Well, I mean, the rebels must know about Darth Vader, right?
Yeah, 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 they
He
have
is
to.
a known. They must have like their hit list of top Imperial figures. Tarkin's probably on there. Like a bunch of those people in that meeting, and in A New Hope, they're probably on there. So they know who Vader is.
Yeah, yeah. But the trouble is, I don't think they plan to kill him. I think they plan to avoid him, stay under the radar, keep out of his way. Is the
Mm.
general gist. When in the Rebels TV show, again, he's barely in it. He's only a minor character in the show.
Mm.
But it's very much oh my god, Vader's here. We need to get the fuck away.
Mm.
And then they bring Thrawn into it, and he's a more present
Yes.
enemy throughout. Every time Vader is on you expect someone's going to die when Vader turns up in
Mm.
that show.
Mm.
Even Kenobi sort of weakened Vader as a character, but what it did was it made it embellished Anakin's role. You know, we got some flashbacks of him and Obi-Wan training
Yeah,
during the
Hayden Panettiere or whatever the fuck his name is.
Hayden Christensen.
Yep.
Hayden Panettiere was the cheerleader from Heroes.
Save the cheerleader, save the world. That was a huge TV thing, wasn't it?
It was, and then it died out.
In like 2009. It's one of those. Yeah. I mean, people. I've said this before. People talk about Game of Thrones as the show that fell the furthest.
Heroes definitely had a comparable fall.
But I mean, you're still making Game of Thrones content. You got House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
There's an Aegon's Conquest coming out. You got Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's a thing that's happening.
Mm.
So all these things are coming out.
People criticize Game of Thrones, but really they were all on board with it right up until that last season.
Well, I think a good chunk of them were. I mean, I got disillusioned before,
it
but
declined.
yeah.
I would absolutely agree it declined.
That's
but
not.
people were enough on board with it for it to.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, there's still video essays. Every now and then, you'll see one video essay saying what went wrong with Game of Thrones. You know,
Yeah.
I bet we'll get a load on the 10-year anniversary of the season finale.
God, when will that be? 2027 or 2028?
No, later than that.
Really?
Yeah, because I was living here, not here, but I was living with my mum.
Ah,
So
okay.
that was 2019
Oh wow.
at the earliest, I should think. You can have a quick Google if you felt like it.
Ah, good enough. Game
Just,
of Thrones season. GOT season.
I could be wrong. I
May.
don't think I am.
Oh yeah, April to May 2019.
Yeah, because I watched it in the living room, and I remember reading the leaks because leaks came out and said Bran is king. Danny burns King's Landing. Everything goes to hell. And I remember thinking, I don't think this is. I don't know. I suspect this might be true, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was bullshit.
I went into it without any spoilers,
Yeah.
and I was disappointed.
Well, as I've said before, I think the main problem is that they missed a lot out. You need to build up to that character. That as an end
Oh yeah, yeah.
place for Daenerys Targaryen works for me.
Oh yeah, the overall result of her actions makes sense if you pay attention, but
Yeah.
it needed more.
Yeah, I you need to get me there first. I need a bit of foreplay, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. As do most people, funnily enough.
you know. Right. Now we had some difficulty with race battles.
Ooh, what's that they've done?
Nothing. It'll show their bonuses. I think that's a supply bonus, so they'll get additional ammo. I think.
That's not overly helpful, is it? Really?
No. I'll go through them after this. Show you what they all. We'll see what they
You
all
don't
mean.
have to. I was just curious.
All right.
On that one.
Fair enough. Right. Where the fuck is the main? Oh
The
bollocks to
sort
it.
of gunship thing.
Yeah.
Just bomb everything from the outside is easier.
No. I might take care of the frigates now, but
You got to do it long enough.
I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick.
Alright, Nathan, fucking Skywalker, Jesus. Are they winning? Yes.
Shut up. They won't win. Can I have a ship, please? I'll take this little fast one. See, this time I've got a rifle.
Mm. That'll make a difference whilst you're doing your drive-by.
Mm.
Stay on
No.
target.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that rifle made a load of difference.
Shut up. Okay, fine. We'll do it your fucking way then, shall we?
I mean, it doesn't help that you haven't got the transport ship that you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
I will accept that point.
I just shot one out of the air.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Fuck me. I think it's because they've got turrets going.
Is that their extra ammunition by any chance?
No, they didn't use that.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, man. Where the fuck are they?
I don't know. That was a big ominous green laser.
Yeah, isn't it?
More points.
See how much that helps? Once you've sabotaged them, they start at half health.
Hmm. Fire missiles. One more, maybe two more missiles, and you'll be sorted.
Yeah.
On that one, at least. Hooray!
Thank you. Right.
Just
Where's
in
the other bastard?
Turn around. That's the big one that you need to land on. There's you are. 3 bombing runs and you'll be...
Yeah.
That wasn't ideal, but...
Well, few things in this life are.
Could have been worse. Your screen's frozen for me, so...
Alright.
What did you say?
Alright.
Oh.
Yes, fuck you, Republic. Bloody meatbag assholes. And I'm dead. Right, would you like my last topic?
Yeah, go on then.
Well, we had another death recently.
Did you really?
You may not be familiar with them. Olivia Hussey.
Oh, I had seen the article.
She played Juliet in Franco Zeffirelli's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
And was in Black Christmas.
Is she the one that was too young to actually watch it?
I believe so. I think she was 15. And there's or 16, and there's an interview with her where she's smoking a cigarette because she's fucking French and badass.
Yeah.
Right, shields are offline.
I had heard about it, but I didn't, I didn't bother reading it.
Because you've no respect for the arts.
I've just got better things to do with my time.
It's only ever so slightly true, and you know it.
If the arts don't respect me, why should I respect them?
Well,
Respect is a two-way street.
we're back on top, bitch. No, respect is not a two-way street.
It should be a two-way street.
It's not. You should respect people regardless of whether they respect you or whether they treat you well. Well, to an extent, anyway.
If they're not respecting me, why should I give them the time of day?
Fair dues. Mm. Right, we're in a bit of a...
Looked like you were going to crash into that deliberately.
Well, you need to pay attention, don't you?
I mean, your screen keeps freezing and you keep cutting out, so it's understandable for me to be not 100% sure of your tactics.
Fair dues. I'm blowing stuff up on their ship. Not on their ship, but on
Yeah,
the outsides of it.
well, I mean, the sensor array is on their ship, I would say.
Fuck.
Also, you just crashed into their ship.
Didn't pull up in time.
Hawkins, pull up! Pull up!
That was a Star Wars guy who died as well.
I can hold it. I can hold it. Do you know what Hawkins' first name was?
Arbuthnot. Arbuthnot Porkins.
No, it was Jack. Jack Piggy Hawkins.
I remember hearing a story about how the actor who was playing him got the script and was like, "Oh, very funny, guys. Oh, okay, I'm Porkins, am I? It's because I'm fat, isn't it?" And George Lucas took him to one side and was like, "This is your character's backstory. You're a brave and noble figure." And he,
Yeah, because George Lucas would spout any old bullshit back then, and he'll do it again now.
yeah, I'm gonna aim for the sensors relay because it's gonna be easier for me to blow up because it's almost dead anyway.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Heck, you could crash into it and it'd probably do a job.
No, unfortunately, I don't think that works.
Disappointing. You've done it again.
I'm running pretty close to it, man. I can't.
You don't have to.
You stole my bomber, you bitch. I'll have to take this one instead. We're only two off from winning.
You just have to shoot a fucking ship down. It'll be done.
Well, should we try and do that then?
Plus, you might not even get out of the hangar.
Yeah.
Oh, that was wishful thinking.
Wrong way.
Just fire blindly. You'll probably take something. You're 1 point away. You didn't even get the final point.
So what? I got the bulk of them.
That's what I want you to think. Someone else took the shields down.
Yeah. Well, we're robots, so nobody gets credit.
Oh, it's communists.
Well, communists run by capitalists.
What? As all communists are. That's the point. I keep seeing. I need to double check what it actually means. But on Steam, I keep seeing games that are labelled with the tag communism. Sorry, capitalism.
Couldn't tell you,
I'm
mate.
under the impression that it means that they are games that are money grabbing games.
Oh, we've only been going for 40 minutes. Jesus, I thought we were going much longer than that. Okay, then.
Not even 10 o'clock. You could almost finish for war.
Well, we're having another space battle, it seems. Or do I go for Kashyyyk?
Go for Kashyyyk. Go for Kashyyyk. Make him chase you.
Oh, chase me, chase me. Wrong button.
I think it was Marvel, right?
Well, I could do with a. I need to get another sabotage bonus. Let's go for engineer. Right. Yeah, we're going garrison bonus because they get Wookiees in this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, hard.
Well, it's just an extra bunch of troops, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, the Wookiees are quite hardy.
Yeah, they are quite robust, as you say. What are you doing?
I'm checking something. What's our capitalism game? Steam. What are they?
Oh, that's fine.
Capitalism games. It's a user submitted tag.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's games where they're just like, yeah. I think it's people that are thinking that games are like particularly money grabby,
Right.
military
So
intelligence.
pay to win type stuff, I guess.
Potentially. I'm interested in seeing if I can find any. See what they are. Like, return.
Fucking Wookie
I
bitch.
actually own a game called Capitalism too. Interesting.
Mm.
There we go. 1,696 games tagged with capitalism.
Right.
Helldivers 2. Hitman World of Assassination is tagged with it.
Well, there's a fair amount of DLC, but it seems fairly affordable to me.
Well, we've had a what's it called, haven't we? A
Steam
sale
sale.
recently, and yeah. I mean, the games at the top, I can understand why they're. Helldivers 2's got an in-game economy. Call of Duty's got an in-game economy. Trading card shop simulator, that's got a. You're literally running a shop, so that makes sense.
Mm.
Hitman, Fallout 76, Supermarket Sim. So some of these are actual business ones, and other ones are. Look, be a landlord. Where's
Ugh.
£8.50? Play a roguelike deck builder called Look, be a landlord. Cat Cafe Manager. All sorts of games here. And of course, Adventure Capitalist. The go-to game to play if you find yourself in a situation where if you play for 24 hours, you get the money that you earn in the game.
Huh.
You'd have to be daft not to play that.
Because the in-game currency adds up so quickly, I guess, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And over the course of 24 hours, you can earn trillions. You'll get people who say, "Oh, play Minecraft or whatever," because like a 1 meter by 1 meter diamond is going to cost fucking.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the right choice, adventure capitalist. Then, if you can earn trillions, I don't think it would be wise to earn trillions because that's an awful lot, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, I mean, if you're going for earn all the money you can earn, that's the game you go for.
You could buy a nation.
Because you don't even have to actually play all that much to do it. Like it mostly plays itself.
I see.
You know. Whereas something like, say, Skyrim, if you're going to play Skyrim, you're going to have all the gold you got, then you actually have to play it to get it. Whereas something like Adventure Capitalist, it plays itself. So, which one could say goes against the spirit of the premise, but you know.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of venture capitalism is not doing much and just letting your money grow because you've bought £2 million worth of shares or whatever with your high interest bank account.
That could well be. But what do I know? I'm not an expert
No.
in money. Are you an expert in money?
No. It's boring. Speaking of money experts, did you watch the Taskmaster Taskier New Master Treat?
I did watch the Taskmaster episode for New Year, and I have to say, he's really fucking dull, isn't he?
Who?
The money saving expert.
Yeah.
Martin Lewis.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how you can expect a man who does what he does to be interesting. It's important what he does. He helps a lot of people, but it's hardly fucking riveting, is it?
No, but like, you expect him to be dull. You don't expect him to be that dull.
I don't think you expect anybody to be that dull.
Like, for anyone who hasn't seen it, the thing that really stood out to me is that they, and it's one of the things I latched onto, obviously, but it's the fact that they were told the task was to do something that they would regret.
Yeah.
And his was taking his smartwatch off and walking around for a bit.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't going to track his steps.
Give him credit. He did regret it. He clearly very much regretted it.
But fucking hell, Jesus!
The thing that stood out to me was the Scrabble games with his wife.
It was Scrabble. That's what it was. I couldn't
And
remember what the name was.
I didn't mind so much that he kept a spreadsheet of all the results. What sort of struck me was the fact that he could recite it from memory. You know.
I must have missed that bit.
Oh well, I think that was a deleted scene actually. I saw on Reddit.
Oh well.
Where he was talking about he went through like a load of statistics, and his wife was in the audience, and she made a comment that showed her to be just as dull as him. But that is like the trifecta of stereotypical boring person stuff, isn't it? Like
What?
exercise, finances, and Scrabble.
Yeah.
Do you not think
I was.
people who
I
talk way
almost
too much
asked if
about
you were doing.
exercise or
I almost asked if you were going to be doing dry January this year. Um,
yeah, just like
just
last
to
year.
shut the fuck up. Uh, but I wasn't sure if you'd have seen it, so I decided not to go with it.
I liked Sue Johnston.
Yeah, she won, didn't she? She, you know,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
her feet are weird.
Are they?
They looked weird in that very brief moment that we saw them.
Well, they weren't. I mean, they weren't the nicest feet I've ever seen, I suppose.
I'm not. I'm a guy who doesn't like feet anyway.
I know you don't.
And they were like,
Which is weird.
what? Because of all the stuff I am into, you'd think I'd be into them.
Yeah.
No, I find them off-putting.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
You know, it's just
Mm.
as a body part, they're just weird. And you know, okay, fine, people clean their feet, but like they are, other than the obvious areas, they're probably one of the dirtiest parts of the body.
Yeah.
They come into contact with dirt almost, I would say, fairly often, if not as often as hands. Right?
Mm.
It's just,
Right.
I wouldn't put someone's hands near my mouth. Why would I put their
Really?
feet near my mouth? No,
You'd
I
never
don't think I would.
sucked a lover's fingers.
No.
Jesus.
But that at least seems somewhat normal to me because
Mm.
hands can be involved in the process quite easily.
Mm.
You know, you do stuff with your hands whilst you're in a in a physical interaction. You don't necessarily do stuff with your feet other than stand there, do you?
No.
You know, it's a weird body part to include as far as I'm concerned, and I stand by that. And some people are into it, fine. I was worried at one time. As one of my captions that I wrote was along the lines of conditioning someone into liking feet, and I was worried that I'd accidentally conditioned myself at one point over the course of doing this caption series. It was like a 12-part series or something.
Fuck, that was a waste. Okay. Yeah, I.
But thankfully I didn't.
That would be, well, unpleasant for you, wouldn't
Annoying.
it? Yeah.
No, I'm sure it wouldn't end up being unpleasant if it had happened, right? Because I'd be content with it, right? But I wasn't overly pleased.
Uh.
But no.
Right. Let's hope our fellow chaps manage to deal with their shields.
My partner, I think, has become attracted to the mathematician woman, Hannah Fry.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Because, well, that obviously redhead, which is my partner's type when it comes to women, it seems.
Yeah.
But also maths nerd, and my partner is a maths teacher, so she had a fondness for maths anyway.
Well,
Sort of
Pobody's
like a triple
nerfed.
threat in that sense. Yeah.
Was she Scottish?
I don't think so. If she did, she didn't sound it.
Oh, it did sort of sound like that might
Normally,
be.
Scottish people sound quite Scottish, don't they? As a rule.
Yeah.
How many more fights do you think you're going to have?
A fair few.
Well, I mean, tonight.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I've got a Doctor Who topic.
Is it about the new teaser trailer thing that came out?
No, I didn't know. That was a new one.
Well, there is, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, it's not about that. I don't like it.
No. Yeah.
But someone commented on Anita
Yeah.
being Mrs. Flood.
Oh,
It was a theory that they'd had.
fuck off.
Well, that theory or
that theory.
I will be very angry if that is the case.
Well, she's featured in the very short teaser trailer.
Who, Anita?
No, Mrs. Flood. Fuck, I need to
Oh, okay.
move out of the way a bit quicker.
Well,
Yeah.
her argument being that because of her working at the Time Hotel now, she could go back to a time where old her would be around when Ruby was being picked up, and she'd be familiar with the TARDIS because of her thingies and time travel as a concept, and you know that's her logic. But I'll be annoyed if that is the case,
This
and I'll be
makes
annoyed purely because of the name.
yes, yeah, I will too. It makes a horrible amount of sense, rather than anything.
I can understand the character being that. I can get behind that as a concept, but the name is just it's another lazy choice, like with the year being backwards.
I want
That's
another.
what it is.
I want my Susan Roaring Rampage revenge, please.
Yeah, that could be good. But it needs
Yeah.
to not feel lazy, and that's what Anita Dobson's character actually being called Anita would feel like. And I
Uh,
feel like that whenever anyone is cast in a role that it's the same name as them. I feel like for everyone,
ah,
I don't feel like
ah.
unless they're playing a caricature of themselves,
Yeah.
a character should be named something different to the actor
Mm.
or actress playing them. Right? That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's the way it should be. Play yourself, playing a caricature of yourself, fine. Have the same name, makes sense. Otherwise, pick a different name. There's so many fucking names, it's not hard.
Speaking as someone who's written a fucking book, it is bloody hard.
No, but it's not actually that hard to have a. All you have is a name that it can't be. You can have any other fucking name.
Well, yeah, but you got to choose. I mean, if you're just picking a name out of a book, that's fine for like random characters. But if you want to have a main character, you need something somewhat more significant. You know.
Well, I mean, do you though? Really? In the grand scheme of things?
It occurred to me that our names are very. Actually, no, I can't really go into that because then it'll be giving away our full names, wouldn't it? I'm not doing that.
Well, our last names.
Well, I know first names too, in terms of
Well, we know
syllables and.
we know our first
Well,
names.
yeah, I mean, well, it doesn't matter really. Anyway, yeah, gotcha.
Everyone knows your name's Bill.
Yeah, and you're Ted.
Yeah, and you know
This adventure was not all it was fucking made out to be.
it was really fucking bogus.
Yeah.
No, but you get my point. You know, it wouldn't be that difficult if that's the way it's going to be. Just don't call her Anita.
Mm,
And I don't think that's unreasonable.
I
It would
agree.
feel lazy. Because what realistically, they probably won't have named her first. They'd have waited until they wrote the character for the script the script of the Christmas episode. So won't necessarily have done right off the bat, right?
I don't know, man.
Won't necessarily have done right off the bat.
Mm.
They might have done it earlier in the process. I would be surprised if they did. I would have thought it would have been a later part of the thing.
Yeah.
But if I'll be disappointed.
Mm. It's a shame because it makes sense. Yeah, she was featured in this teaser thing. She was putting on opera glasses and looking at something in the distance.
Oh, she was.
So who knows?
Just get on the fucking Discord if you're going to be. But all the lads are talking about bloody about the darts that's on. It's like how hard is it? Just get in the Discord and talk instead of clogging up the fucking.
We're fighting on Geonosis again.
They're determined to take over your factories or whatever.
Well, we need a garrison because they've got enhanced blasters, and that's worrying me a little. Should be fine.
Did you see any fireworks over New Year?
Yeah. Well, no, I heard them. I went outside for a smoke, and there were fireworks. There's a sort of park area not too far from me, and they were letting them off there.
Yeah.
So I heard them.
You know who didn't have fireworks they were expecting?
Tesla.
Who?
Tesla, the company, there was a firework car bomb thing.
No, you know who didn't get fireworks they were expecting? That would be people who got fireworks they weren't
All
expecting.
right, Hogmanay.
No, because they knew that wasn't going to happen
All right, I don't know.
because of the weather. Birmingham.
Oh,
Did you hear about Birmingham?
I've heard of it. Yeah. What's the 210?
Do you recall a few months back there was that? I think it was somewhere in Ireland, Belfast or Dublin or wherever. There was that thing about how a social media thing had gone on and they were expecting it to be a big event and there wasn't.
Yeah.
It was all faked.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing happened in Birmingham for New Year's.
Oh God.
The exact same fucking thing happened, and it's really amused me that people fell for it again.
Well, I don't know. AI is only going to get better, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean, I don't know. I just
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think precedent-wise,
no, I can understand people expecting there to be an event taking place in a major city because Birmingham is as shit as Birmingham is. It is a major city.
oi,
What?
I have a friend who lives in Birmingham.
It doesn't stop it being a shithole.
Uh,
The house Martins came from Hull. It's still a shithole.
but I have a friend who lives where you live.
Exactly. You know, it's still a shithole.
Uh,
So anyway, the fact that it's some, I can understand people wanting there to be an event, but the fact that it's another bloody AI social media fucking prank
mm,
tickles me. It just amuses me that people have fallen for it again because there have been clues, there have been indicators.
because it was I don't know. I don't know. Probably
Oh,
just in the quality of the AI, I guess, or
when you get to the place that the event is supposedly taking place and there's no sign of an authority figure there, keeping keeping things prepped to run, you think maybe, just maybe, it might not actually be happening, right?
I guess.
You don't wait around for hours and bloody. Oh no, actually, there's not going to be fireworks because there's no fucking fireworks.
I mean, I feel bad for the people who were taken advantage of and taking the piss out of, because that's a New Year's wasted, really, isn't it?
Well, it should
And
be better.
I've got to say, it's only going to AI is only going to get better. I'm already getting to the stage where I'm having to take a little moment and check when I see a picture, and I'm pretty sure it's AI, but I just need to check. And there have been times where people in the comments have pointed it out, and I've sort of skimmed over it and just sort of taken it as read that it's real.
Mm.
So it's
Well,
the day is coming when even intellectual powerhouses such as you and I will be misled and end up going to firework events that don't exist.
quite doubtful because you don't go out and I don't like going out. So no, get
Well,
your facts straight.
I probably wouldn't go to a fireworks thing because I don't really see the point.
No, like if I want to see fireworks from the place that's just down the road from me that would do fireworks, I can actually see them from my house, from my
Yeah,
flat. If I open a window, I open the curtains, I can see them. I
ev-
don't need to go anywhere.
every fucker's doing fireworks now, aren't they? Anyway.
Exactly. There are people doing fireworks at 7 o'clock at night the other night.
Yeah, they do it at just random times in the year.
Yeah,
You know,
you don't need you don't need to go to an event.
I mean, there are people setting them off in September. I remember, and October time, Halloween fireworks for Halloween. What the fuck is that?
We had people setting them off for bloody Christmas
Mm,
here, early hours of the morning.
yeah,
People were setting fireworks off here.
they're
You don't
also.
need you don't need to go to an event.
If you're watching
I
slash listening to this and you set off fireworks for fun at random times, just on a whim, you're a fucking idiot.
I berated one of the lads for going to an actual event for
Mm,
bonfire night. I honestly, I gave him shit for it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing that for? It's going to be in a field a mile or so from your house. Just fucking
mm,
look out your window. You don't need to do it.
mm.
And he paid. That was the real thing. Is he paid? He paid for a fucking ticket. Like, well,
Well,
hang on a minute. He played it up with I'm supporting the local community. It's like, oh yeah, fine, okay, I get that, but also fucking How do they support you?
Well, you never know.
Well, that's true. I don't know.
Mm.
God's sake, this fucking dance is pissing me off.
What dance?
Darts.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
not even watching it, and I'm getting
how long have we been going?
about an hour 10.
About an hour. Well, in that
Oh,
case,
wow.
we can probably get a third and final video out the next bit, which means, I mean, I hope anyway, which means um, only another 3 for the rebels, and then that'll do us. We've only got 4 planets left to take, and there'll be a space battle, I suspect, every now and then, and we'll get through it.
You cut out, so
We've only
I
4
didn't hear
planets
anything.
left to take, and there'll be a space
Oh, okay.
battle in between our turns or an attack on Geonosis. So look forward to plenty of Geonosis fights.
Hooray.
Right, see you next time then.
Bye.
Bye.